We're creating back to school cookies today that are gonna look like you've been decorating for years. But this set is perfect for a complete beginner cookie decorator. I'll be giving you a complete tutorial for each cookie as we decorate these back to school cookies from our home kitchens. I'm gonna be creating a wood grain effect with royal icing today. So I'm gonna stripe the tipless piping bag that I'm using with some brown gel food coloring. And that's going to create a dark line so that we can use this light brown icing to create that pretty wood grain for these little adorable blocks and the desktop that we're going to make. I'm just using a butter knife, but you can use anything you have handy, a paintbrush, skewer, chopstick. And I'm going to kind of dab that along the side and then fill up that piping bag with my icing. The first step when we're decorating cookies with royal icing is always flooding or creating that base layer. Now, like I showed you, I created a stripe in this piping bag. I'm using tipless piping bags here. You can find all my cookie decorating tools linked down below. And next I'm creating a pattern cookie. Now, I create these surface patterns by using a technique called wet on wet. It's where while the icing is still wet in that first layer, you take icing with the same consistency. Here I'm using red to create this apple pattern and layer it on top. It kind of melts into each other, and then you can use your scribe tool to create all these pretty patterns like these leaves. I had a little trouble with air bubbles today, but that's okay. Next, I'm making royal icing transfers. This is another super fun technique that's very, very beginner friendly. I'm using this parchment paper to create little royal icing stickers, sort of, that will dry here on the parchment, and then I'll be able to remove them and place them onto the cookie with a bit more icing. Now that the icing has dried, which usually takes a few to several hours, so you do have to be patient, we're ready to add the final details to our back to school cookies. I want to know down below, did you look forward to going back to school as a kid, or was it something that you dreaded? I still find comfort in the planner aisle at Target personally, so a fresh pack of school supplies and a trip shopping for my new school clothes was always really fun to me. I want to know, what do you think though? For these little ABC cookie blocks, I'm going to use what I call a toothpaste consistency icing to pipe the letters and the outline, and then place a piece of parchment over the top so that it dries flat and looks like a flat wood block cookie. I like this one. I'm gonna make mine say ABC. I'm just doing kind of a simple print font, nothing fancy here. And I'm gonna cut a small piece of parchment. I used this same piece for my transfers, and it was a little bit bigger than I needed. So I'm just gonna add that to the top. Add it very, very lightly. Now we're going to do the same with the yellow and the green icing to create the B and the C. This texture making technique with the parchment paper is one of the many royal icing techniques I teach inside the cookie classroom. I did not come up with this technique, but my talent is teaching, not inventing. That's why I created the cookie classroom. It's a pay what you can course where you can dive into tons of online cookie decorating classes, and you get to pay what you can. Anything you contribute to the cost of the classroom allows me to continue making great cookie decorating content like this, and allows you to get a great economical start as a new cookie decorator. I believe that the Cookie Classroom is the best, most valuable online cookie decorating class, especially for the price, and I may be just a little bit partial. After this pattern cookie was dried, I thought it looked so cute, and it was time to do the writing. Again, I do teach writing without a projector inside Cookie Classroom, those online cookie classes that I mentioned, and here I'm using those skills that I teach in that class, with freehanding based on what I know of spacing and just kind of getting the placement of the letters right, and squeezing the piping bag more or less at different times to make that pretty script font. It's finally time for the most exciting part of this entire cookie video. we're going to peel away the parchment from these adorable block cookies. Okay, here we go. Ah, they turned out so cute. I love it. They look very like organic, crafty. They're not perfect, but that's what I like about it. Oh, that's adorable. Right, now for the next one. Making sure y'all got a good view of that. Cute. Oh, almost peeled that one off camera. That wouldn't work. Beautiful. I love the way these turned out. Oh my goodness, y'all. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Scooch these away so you can see the real cookie version. The wood grain effect. And then the ABC on top. Oh my goodness. So cute. We've got our little ABC cookies here. And we've got our adorable desktop cookie with our transfers. I'm getting crumbs everywhere, but it's okay. It's so cute. And our home sweet homeschool cookie to commemorate our second year, the start of our second year of homeschooling. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here in the kitchen with me. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more inspiring, encouraging cookie decorating videos, hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for more cookie inspiration, head to sarahgracecookiecode.com. That's sarahgracecookiecode.com.